No, it is funny though.
I pranked. Well, I want to say pranked. It was a very mild prank. We had this like one of my coworkers was probably like late 50s, early 60s American woman
Yeah.
called Alicia,
Mhm.
and she'd always have like her iPad on her when she had a break. So she'd go on and she'd be scrolling through the news, and she'd always be like, "Oh, this is horrible. You see what happened on the A9?
Yeah.
That's horrible." Like proper Boston, like American.
Yeah.
Very funny, very nice. But she also always had notification sounds on her phone, just like max volume. So you'd sit down and like be trying to relax, you just hear like bub 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 bub, and like the phone vibrating on the desk, and she would just ignore it. And one day I came in and it happened. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. So I got out like on YouTube the sound effect for like Android notifications.
Uh-huh.
I just restarted the video. I'd play it, put my phone down, and then like it would go. Look at it. Okay, video back to the start. Put it down. Like,
Wait,
a
really?
couple seconds
What?
later,
Just to
pick up, play the video.
for any? What was the exact purpose of this? Just to
just to wind her up.
just to take the piss. Okay.
Just to take the
Yeah.
piss. I really liked antagonizing her for whatever reason. She was like, she took it quite well.
Yeah.
I took it too far one day. And
Oh.
parked in her parking spot. She came in and she was livid. She didn't say anything to me, but she was ignoring me.
She's one of those people that gets
then-
very angry about stuff that you really don't need to
You
care about.
shouldn't
Like, I
care.
feel like taking her parking spot. I'm imagining there's a lot of parking spots.
There's an abundance.
So, like,
of
taking
parking
her
spots.
specific one is just
Doesn't
completely
matter.
irrelevant.
No one else has like a park. You know, the manager has a parking spot, and then that's just the spot she normally parks in.
So it's not even her spot. It's it's just one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things that have not. It feels like one of those things where you have nothing going on.
Yeah.
Someone just decides I'm gonna just get mad about this because I'm not mad about anything else.
She was like, it was just so over the top
Mm.
and like ridiculous to see from her.
You know, slight off point here, but it's what I kind of like about gamers. Okay,
Mhm.
right? Not that there's that much to like about gamers, but
No,
what
I
I
mean,
do like a little bit about
generally.
gamers is they're so mad. They're so unbelievably mad about the games they're playing all the time that the second you get them off games and you do anything else with them, they're so chill because they've seen horrors. They've had like cleanse ghosts, Nassuses running down their lane. And whenever they go about their business, mate, they'll stand in a queue for 20 minutes. They don't care. They're not going to get mad. That's my experience anyway.
I think
They feel very mellow.
when you think about it, it makes sense that a game like League would create a person like that because it is inherently quite toxic. Like you could, if you're playing it by yourself and you're trying to climb in ranks, eventually you
Playing
would
League by
just-
yourself, you'd go insane, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't. Like if I play off stream,
game.
I lose my shit. I do. I
think-
actually do.
Any human being alive who played 15 games of League a day for like 4 months would just hate the game at the end of that. You really have to moderate it, especially if you're putting something into it, you know?
I think it's difficult for me to relate 100% to that. I can see it in people. Well, I think the difference is I win, okay?
No.
Like no,
No.
but this is a big difference. It is, okay? If someone played as much as I have and they were like
Mm.
Diamond 4 neg win rate,
Oh yeah.
they'd
okay.
probably actually
I-
hate
okay,
themselves
I accept
beyond anything.
You're
You
in
know what I
an elo
mean?
now where people don't generally like troll run it down. Like people will have off games. People will do it. but
That's
it's
not what I
like-
meant. But you go on.
well, people are known as well, so you'll have like the occasional game where, oh, I like this guy. This is a guy. You know. there's a
Yeah,
familiarity
yeah. No,
that
no, that is a
show
big
up.
thing actually. That's very nice.
But like, yeah, if you're Diamond 4, you play 15 hours of League every
Nice.
day.
And in Diamond 4, you're getting run down. You're not
You're getting
wrong.
run down.
You are getting
You're
run
meeting
down.
new people. And
Minimum.
the people who do recognize you have you on their influence.
Oh yeah. Or it's this. And they'll type as well. Oh, it's this idiot again. Blah 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 blah
Yeah.
blah. And then they'll run you down.
They'll
They
make
will.
you
They'll
out.
hate you.
They'll take the time out of it. It doesn't mean you have to like stoop to that level, but you can see how it would make someone miserable. Like just being
True. I think my way of not getting that miserable about it is, it feels like to me, if I'm climbing, I'm happy, and I played a horrendous game yesterday
Oh yeah.
with that. I don't know if you caught it. I think you said there's the one with the Zerath. It's the it was
Xerath support.
Hecarim OTP on Zerath support. Definitely boosted account, 100%, like
Oh,
no
yeah.
question about it. Which is not something I say often, by the way.
Mhm.
But it literally, we're talking 100 game of Hecarim.
Mhm.
Time to play Zerath 2 games in a row for no reason. Yeah,
First time
pretty
getting eh? Mm.
extreme.
challenged, yeah. So,
So yeah, and it's like, those games are insanely frustrating, and I was actually legitimately mad in that game, which isn't that like me, but I was. It was really frustrating. It was a horrible game.
Mm-hmm.
But
Come
then,
off that, but yeah.
but then, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still winning more than I'm losing, so it's hard to stay mad. But it's when you're not winning more than you're losing, you're emerald with 2,000 games neg win rate. That's got a sting. I don't even know how you cope. At that point, like these people who scream, "I'm addicted, I hate the game," I kind of believe you. I do. I do.
I don't believe in an elo hell, but when you play as much as some of these people do, you're elo helling yourself by just not playing the right conditions. Like, you had some philosophy about this as well. It's like you can't just expect to be performing after your 15th game.
No, it's ridiculous. But see, there's some people. Oh man, it so much depends on like who you are as a player as well. There's some people who the main thing I'll tell them is you need to play more. You're not playing enough. You play one ranked game a week because you're too scared to play. And even if they only play like 3 a day, I'm still play 5 a day every day if you actually want to get better minimum. Because if you're not doing that, how are you going to get better? Also, just lose 5 and then queue the next day, lose 5 again and queue again because you're going to win at some point. Even if you're the worst player ever, you still win.
This person you talk about is also going to be improving a lot by having that experience. That's why you're giving that as a bit of advice. I think the opposite is true when you're like, you're probably the most productive in like your 2nd to 6th game of a day.
You think so?
You have a warm-up game, but I don't think you need much.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you don't need a warm-up game if you're in the zone, and that's 5 games a day. You don't need a warm-up. You're locked in. That's how it feels, and I'm not locked in because I was a bit ill recently. I took like 4 days off, and I played some ranked today, and I was so noticeably not locked in. I'm like dying at stuff, and I'm like, what am I doing? I'm sitting here thinking about whether or not the Bard OTP streamer is interesting or not, and I'm just dead in lane. And I'm like, I'm playing a 1 KLP game thinking about some bullshit, which I usually do, but it doesn't. I usually can play at the same time. I couldn't then. No, that was terrible, horrid.
I wonder if because the way you play the game is a lot more kind of cognizant than it is just hands checking.
Oh yeah, I don't really need that many hands. I do, but not that. I need one.
You do need a brain.
One functional hand. I need a brain though. Because if I misstep for 1 second, I'm 100 to 0, then the game's over because I'm dived 12 times.
You go to the wrong lane or you don't, you don't show up in time. You're not paying attention to something going on.
That's when you get back on the rank then.
I might hop on a game of ranked at some point. What I found is that my computer just doesn't cope super well with games anymore.
Is it? When's the last upgrade?
2017.
What?
I know. I was thinking about it while I was working up north.
Yeah. Getting a PC that's not like, just not horrible isn't actually that big deal.